Hey everyone, it's Cappy11891011 and today I'm going to be redoing maybe one of the first videos that I ever posted on YouTube. And the reason I'm redoing it is because I found a lot of new information since then, and a lot of my subscribers these days didn't get to see a lot of my better old videos, so I'm going to be redoing it. And the video I am doing today is recommended food, hay, and bedding for guinea pigs. So I'm going to start with food, and the food I use is oxbow, and that's a really good food, and I'm going to tell you why later. So first, when you're buying a guinea pig food, I'm going to tell you maybe the most important thing to ever look for: the ingredients list. If your food does not have an ingredients list at all, then definitely avoid it. No excuse, just completely abandon that food. And once you find the ingredients list, the first ingredients that you want on your ingredients list is Timothy. Timothy hay is very important for guinea pigs, so the first ingredient is usually what your food contains most of. And oxbow cavicazein has Timothy as its first ingredient, and you want to make sure that your food does not look like artificial dyed cereal chunks and seed bits, because those can choke your guinea pigs and they are not healthy for them at all. And the brand KT makes a lot of food like that, and just avoid those under all terms. Even though they might have a picture of guinea pig on the front and says it is guinea pig food, it is very unhealthy guinea pig food and can eventually kill them over a period of time. So also look at the ingredients list and make sure there's not too much salt, sugar. Make sure it has a high vitamin C content, and make sure that the best guinea pig food out there basically just looks like all pellets, no seed chunks, artificial colors, and all that. And a lot of people eventually find foods like this. For example, Nutriface. Okay, so it's all pellets, a bit of cereal chunks there and here, and it looks really healthy, no artificial dyes and everything. But if you check the ingredients list, I printed it out. If your food has either alfalfa or dehydrated alfalfa meal as the first ingredient, only feed that kind of food to guinea pigs under 6 months old, or guinea pigs who are pregnant because they need the extra vitamins, but it can cause liver stones and other health problems for guinea pigs over 6 months old, so avoid that. And Nutriface has dehydrated alfalfa meal as a first ingredient, so only use that for young guinea pigs. And the only food that I would recommend for guinea pigs 6 months and older is either oxbow, which is what I have. This is cavicazein because both my guinea pigs are over 6 months old, but they also make a brand of food called Cavi Performance. I'm sorry I don't have the package right now, but it is for guinea pigs under 6 months old, so it has a lot of alfalfa because young guinea pigs need that sort of boost. And another most recommended food for guinea pigs is Clean Mama's. Clean Mama's pellets are really green and they are very healthy for guinea pigs, but the only downside to it is you can only order it online, and most people find the shipping very expensive. So if you don't have that, then I recommend just getting oxbow, Cavi Performance, or cavicazein. And another type of food is called Timothy Complete. It is made by KT. I checked the ingredients list. It has Timothy hay as its first ingredient, and it's all pellets. It's not one of the very recommended foods, but if you can't find oxbow or you don't want to pay for Clean Mama shipping, then this is a good alternative. So that is it for food, and I'll have the link to Clean Mama's website down there. And now I'm going to talk about hays. For hays, I use Clean Mama's hay, and basically any kind of hay will work, but you just want to make sure that the best hay for your guinea pigs is Timothy hay, and you just want to make sure that the hay is not molded, and that you get it from a reliable source. So Clean Mama's hay, again, the shipping is very expensive for people who live on the East Coast like me, but you get a lot more for your money, and it comes in huge boxes depending on how much you want to order. There's all different options, and again, her website will be posted down there. And that is one recommended hay. Another recommended hay is Oxbow's hay. They offer Western Timothy hay, and a lot of all different types. So does Clean Mama's, like orchard grass and everything. So Oxbow's hay is second cut Timothy hay, so the hay might be a bit more coarse and not as soft as third cut Timothy hay, which is what I chose to order. And then there's also KT Timothy hay, which is a lot of mostly first cut Timothy hay, so that might be a very coarse hay, and I don't really recommend it as much. But it's still alright. Every type of hay is alright as long as you make sure that there's no molding, and I just recommend a softer hay. And for pellets, I also forgot. A lot of people like the brand Zoopreme, and Zoopreme's hay is alright too. It's not one of the most recommended, but that types of food works too. And then for bedding, most people with CNC cages use fleece, and depending on your own opinions, people like to choose different types of beddings. And another really recommended bedding is Carefresh. A lot of people think it's dusty, and another alternative to Carefresh is Aspen. It expands, and it's also very absorbent, but Carefresh I find is the most absorbent. It looks like that from inside. Whoopsies. Okay, so some people like to use fleece for CNC cages because they find Carefresh, it is Carefresh or Aspen or kiln dried pine is they think they spend too much money trying to lay it all over the bottom of their cage. But then other people argue that the water bills for washing the fleece is also a lot of money. So just depending on your opinion, some people like to use both, like I use Carefresh and fleece, except I only put Carefresh in the high potty areas. I don't know what you call it. And Aspen looks like this. It's basically wood chips, but just make sure not to use cedar chips or pine, because those contain like aromatic oils, which can cause respiratory problems, and that is very bad for guinea pigs. And respiratory problems can kill your guinea pig if not treated very quickly with antibiotics. And kiln-dried pine is safe, but I'd rather just avoid it altogether. So that is basically all the types of bedding, food, and hay I would recommend for guinea pigs. And by the way, Clean Mama's hay is very green. I'm sorry, I'm running a bit low on hay, so I'll probably have to order again. It's a very green hay, and it comes in huge bags. That's what it looks like. It's very green, it's very fresh. Okay, Coco thinks she's getting a fresh new hay, but sorry girl, you're gonna have to wait till later. You still have some. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's a redo, and I'll probably be deleting the other vid. And thanks for watching. Bye.